Welcome back. This week we are doing a weekly layout using the hamburger menu. I am on the color block layer and I am going to use the shapes and insert a white square and stretch it completely across the weekly page so I have a nice clean layout to start. Going into my September Scholars color blocks, I grab a weekly layout, and on the color block layer, I paste it. I can now stretch it completely across the page. I go in and crop it. I leave space to crop so that you have the ability to flip your stickers and customize them. Okay. Once I'm happy with how this looks, I am going to go into a previous layout, and to save time, I'm going to copy and paste stickers so I'm not starting from 0. These have a lot of the same numbers as the layout we're making today, so I use my lasso tool, I circle, I copy, and I'm going to head back into today's layout and paste. I'm going to drag these into the position that we want. And I made a mistake on the previous layout, and I wrote on my stickers layer. That is not a big deal. On the left, you see the eraser tool above the lasso. I'm going to click on that, and you see there's different sizes. I'm going to grab the biggest one because I'm going to get rid of all of this writing. It's very fast, very easy. I'm going to delete all of the text boxes containing days that we're not using for this layout. And then I'm going to drag the text boxes we are going to use and put those into the correct position. I click on my text box, I click duplicate and drag this one into position. I use my keyboard. So I click keyboard or show keyboard, backspace, and I enter in the correct new number. And again, I duplicate. Noteful text boxes can be really finicky. So instead of using your pen to click off of the text box, make sure you use your finger or you're going to end up adding periods and all kinds of funky little characters. So duplicate, show keyboard, backspace, add the new number, and then use your finger to click off. That fast, we've added the days of the week. Now I'm going to head over to the September Scholar Graphics stickers. I have 2 different versions of this Goddess bookshelf to choose from. I'm going to use my lasso tool and grab these stickers and head back over to today's layout. Now I'm going to get rid of the poolside August stickers and start playing around with the placement and decide how I want this layout to look. I'm going to grab the book. I want to use the leaves, so I'm going to use a freehand lasso. It took me about 3 times to get the leaves without the book, so it's going to take a minute. It's just the power of YouTube magic on my side in this video. I really like this candle. It's got a glow effect on it that I think is really pretty. I always use 3 hero stickers and then some little tiny elements in art. 3 is the number of items used for creating a balanced look to a composition. Whenever I'm writing, I zoom all the way in. It gives me a little more control. I always use, when I do gray, I do 5-4, 5-4, 5-4. That's the formula for the color I use for a nice true gray. You can see the star, that's from the Stardust graphics kit from back in July. So I try to stick to the collection we're working on, but I do like to mash up all my collections. You don't have to just pull from one. I think like a lot of you, we have kids going back to school this week, so I put in all my non-negotiables for the week when doing my weekly planning, and then I can lay out my week so it's a little more comfortable. Scheduling a little downtime. Burnout is real, and you don't want to start the school year when you finally have a little bit more freedom with just pure exhaustion. So definitely make sure you give yourself some recovery time. I wanted to make my check boxes with stars. So on the left, I clicked the little plus sign, and then I clicked the star. And then if you click style, you can choose a color. And I like to bring the opacity down. So those are that's going to be my checkbox, and I'm going to click it and duplicate it and use that across my layout for consistency. Thank you for joining me, and make sure to hit subscribe. Next week we're doing a horizontal layout. See you next time.